Give me a one if you can see me and hear me well. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, beloved brothers. Shalom, beloved sisters. You know what? Let me let the music play while the people are gathering because we do not want to leave everybody behind. I believe, did Big Judah had a live? It's one of the brethren. They already had a live today. Did they already have it? Can't see the screen. Let me see. Not yet, not yet. All right then. Let me let the music play. Yeah, somewhere around 9 o'clock. Well, to him it's like 6, but to us on the eastern side, it's eastern board. It's like 9. So we'll try to wrap this up. Give it a little moment. 6:15. Yeah, 6:15 Eastern time. Thank you. Talking to my generation. All right, let's give a little. Let's give 2 minutes for the other brethren to join us. And I haven't checked my email yet, so I'm not quite sure what's going on. The whole thing. Some people say the video is back. Is it back? Did they unblock the video? Did they unblock the video? The sun has been down for me since. I thought that was a joke. It turned out to be the truth. Shalom, beloved. Shalom, shalom. Welcome, beloved. Welcome. I'm just reading this. I thought it was a joke, but it turned out to be true. Biden administration reportedly finalizing $30 million program to give out crack pipes to drug addicts. $30 million to give crack pipe to drug addicts. Okay. All right then. Good for you. Good for you, man. I mean, that's okay. Oh, somebody says it's buffering. The Biden administration reportedly finalizing $30 million program to give out crack pipes to drug addicts. And of course, you know, when for some is crack till is crack till a thing? Is crack? I don't. Is crack still a thing? Is that what that is? For some reason they can beat the opioid thing, so now they are tackling crack. Is crack? I don't know. I wonder if you just show up there with a crack pipe in your hand, or we just show up and say, "I'm a crack addict. I need some of that money." Oh, Chuck E. Cheese is out of freaking mind. He's out of his. Yo, what seems to be the issue, man? Anybody know why they are doing this? Anybody know why those people are doing that now? Out of all the day, it's now. Out of all the days, beloved. That's what that is, because it's affecting them now. Yeah, because it's affecting them. It's affecting them more than any others. That's why they are doing this. Oh, I forgot my glasses over there. I can still see it, but I left the glasses in the other room. I was asleep. Oh no, they ain't got one penny to pay our people for what they did. No money for reparation. We try to repair the crack addicts now. What about the crack addicts that you sent in prison during the 80s and 90s, 2000 till now? San Francisco have more death from that fellow that opioids from the plague. You can't make this up, brothers. The Mosai is indeed marking them, man. It won't work, brethren. It won't work. What those people had sent unto us, it returned upon them tenfold. It returned. Hmm. I know it. Thank you, brother, for the word that Elijah spoke to revive the dead. Thank you. I knew somebody was going to find it when we talk about that. There is the word that Elijah to say to revive the dead. You know. Okay. Let me see. This name, the name that Elijah said. Okay. And Elijah said a name here. We will spell it for you. For those of you that this is witchcraft for you, you might want to turn that off, because we're going to set some spell. We're going to spell a word for you. Okay. This this is let me see. First, PAVVHV mentioned by Elijah. ABGITS MBKJIES. This name APUTEL, the priest bore on his breast on entering the holy of holies on the fast or fasting. It revives the dead. That is, when you make mention of it by word of mouth. So that is the word. Okay, that is the word of mouth. When Elijah said this magical word, the dead revive. We won't say it here because this house is pretty much brand new, but you never know. They could have murdered somebody, and then while they were doing this, and the dead person come and say, "Yep, I'm here. What you want?" So that's what it is. This is in the book. A brother sent it to me. I'm not quite sure if it's a brother or sister. This is from the book Sephir Maftia Shalomo, if I'm not mistaken. Book of the Key of Solomon. Okay, Book of the Key of Solomon. I knew that word, another language. Again, we cannot say it because those are holy words, And again, a lot of pigs and dogs in the midst. We really want to not wanted to share things with them. But anyway, beloved. Anyway, The Biden administration, they don't have the money for our people, of course. They don't have the money to pay. They don't have the money to pay our brethren and sisters that they've been brutalized. They have none of that. Yet they have the money to give crack pipes to crack addicts because the cracking problem is upon them, is against them. The Most High is indeed against the loin. Now, excuse me, we are going to study the book of David, the book of the 8th, 9th, and 10th books of Moses. So we are going to go to the magical stuff that Moses was doing. And the last lesson, we indeed stop where Moses, we stop at page, oops. We stop in page 7 where we met Jethro. Anybody can tell me what Jethro was according to this book? Because we are studying, brothers, okay? You will learn things that is different. You will learn things that will sit with your spirit. Definitely you will learn things that will not sit with your spirit. What was Jethro? What was Jethro's ability? Who was Jethro? Okay, brother Rodney say Druid. Read mind. He was a telepath. He could read your mind, which is something that we can do for the one. He was a magi or magi or magician. The word magic is just like a outworld technology, extraterrestrial ability, superpowers for the scientists out there. Okay. All right. He was a druid priest. He was a telepath. And then they mentioned he was a wise man and the all of all wise men. That means he was a high priest, a high magician. He was so well respected that the Pharaoh had him and the council to govern the country. Okay. Do not be afraid of magic. You need to know what it is. Do not let Gentiles or other people decide for you and quickly tell you what it is and then stay away from it. You don't stay away from anything. You read any kind and every book that you can find out there. Let us move in. It was, page 7, it was that on the lower slope of the mountain, this was, he met Jethro, an old chief who was wise and the way of all old men, who was a magician, who was a telepath, okay, a descendant of Abraham. Above all, Jethro was a Hebrew Midianite, a son of Abraham, who had the gift of reading thoughts out of one's head. Jethro was the father of 7 daughters. How many daughters Jethro had? Why did he have all the daughters only? Because the Most High wanted Jethro to yearn for a son. He wanted Jethro to, out of all the son of Abraham, Abraham had, it was Isaac, Joktan, well, he was 8 sons. Isaac and Jethro was the one that truly learned the priesthood. It seems Jethro had it. It seems Midian and Isaac. You see, Midian had the priesthood way better than Isaac. It seems like the Midianites, aka the Druid, Abraham and his sons, they were high priests, high Druids, all of them. It's their seed that always effed them up, things up. Did you know we went against the Midianites? We fought them. They came against our loins. Was it Gideon or Gedeon that went, and then the Mosai told him to go in a river? I believe it's in the book of George. And then he said, take 300 men with you and then go drink in the river. The men that make their hand like a cup and take the water and drink, don't take those men. And he said, take the men that drink the water like a dog, that lappeth, that drink the water like, you see when a dog is drinking the water, those men weren't like regular men. Okay. And other books that you reach, you understand why he say, take those men that lappeth the water like a dog. Okay, because they weren't regular men, they were super soldiers. He took 300 super soldiers, and then he went against the Midianite. He demolished them, he destroyed them. So those were the Midianite, our people, but they came against our loin. And the Most High said 300 dog-like monster dude with Gideon or Gideon, and they wipe them out. Okay, all praises. The seven daughters of the elders, whom was Zipporah. Zipporah was the elder. Again, Zipporah really took care of Moses. Zipporah was like a wife before, even just, I'll go there. Even before, Zipporah was not an Ethiopian woman. Ethiopian is the word that say black skin, burnt skin. That's all it was, a black woman. But she was a Hebrew Midianite, the daughter of Jethro. She took care of Moses for 10 years. When Moses was in jail, she gave she gave Moses bread, she gave Moses food, she gave Moses clothes. She taught Moses some of that stuff that her father knew, because daughters of the Levites do that all the time. That's why in the book of the Maccabees, they were marrying the daughters of the Levites. The daughters were just like the men, if not better, because the men, you cannot seduce them, but the women, you can seduce them, tell them things, and they will teach you secrets. So the Levite daughters in the book of Maccabees, they were marrying the women, they were marrying the Gentiles, and then they were learning from the daughters. Remember in the book of Pillar of Fire, the high priest of Egypt has like three daughters, two daughters. One of them was a massive whore. She was born on a Friday. No offense to anybody that were born on Friday, but that woman was born on Friday. She pretty much know a lot. And then she wanted to get with Sesostris, and they were literally tell Sesostris everything that was forbidden for them to tell. They were telling him. And at one point, this woman offered to Sesostris, of course, he was in the midst of a lot of people. He kindly declined her. And she's like, oh, okay, well, yeah, whatever. I think, like, you're more all about my sister. But anyway, yeah. So the women, that's why the Catholic Church forbid woman to get in you can be a nun and be there for the rape and all the other scumbag stuff, but to study with us, no, you can't. That's why they told the men, don't have any children, because the women, they will tell. Because the priestess, of course, we have priest and priestess. Okay, we have high priest and high priestess. It's both high priest and high priestess. In Creole, they call that Uga and Mambo. It's just literally mean priest and priestess. They were both in the temple. It's just the women, they do their part. They do what they need to do. Certain things the men did it. Certain things the women did it. For instance, when there's a woman in the city that going through some women issue, for instance, if their husband died, they had to send a priestess over there to talk to her. When she has to go take the wife exam, they have to go to a priestess, a high priestess. And this priestess would taught her everything about the male spirit and the male anatomy. You don't have that anymore. You have no female that can teach our women about womanhood. True womanhood. It's not like about independent and all. They told the women, you are half, the man is another half. You need to come together and become whole. Right now, it's all about independent, and then tricked our women to work every day and every single day of their life and become broken. By the time they reach a certain age, their womanhood's kicking. Remember, when you are 50, you still when you are 49, you are 50, you still a virgin. which mean a young woman. When you're like 52, 53, you become a full grown woman. Sarah gave birth to Isaac when she was 99 years old. So you see, we lost a lot of things. So Zipporah was taking care of Moses and give Moses certain book you read, and a lot of people were like, I don't want to read this because this is for reprobate minds, and my mind, I'm married in the church. Get out of here. You have no idea what marriage is. Anyway, Zipporah. It has been Jethro's chief regret that he had no son to whom he might impart his wisdom and knowledge of the things of nature, magic. Jethro has 7 daughters. He could not pass all the knowledge to a son. So when he saw Moses was his cousin, and then he yearned for a son. So therefore, he taught Moses all the knowledge. Okay. It was only natural when that he should take Moses for his son, for the two had many things in common. Now, page 8. In the placid days that followed, Moses found peace and contentment in tending to the herds and absorbing much knowledge of the ways of earth and sky and nature, of the secrets of the trees and grasses, of herbs and roots and all the animals of the mountains. Anybody can tell us what Moses was learning? From the air, the earth, the fire, the water, the animals, natures. He's learning from them. Jethro is teaching him. Zipporah is teaching him. Of course, he was in prison for 10 years. He was learning. I mean, he wasn't learning like just, he wasn't just learning things. Remember, we told you anytime you go in the forest, one, yes, esoteric knowledge. Two, he wasn't, thank you, Mag D, etc. He was learning magic, true magic. Of course. Well, a part of the Kabbalah. Remember, Moses was taught the Kabbalah by the Mosai himself. He sent the angels to taught Moses, just like he sent the angels to taught other men. You cannot teach the Kabbalah just out of books like this. The angels have to come and teach you. There's a specific initiation you have to go ahead and then go into it. So, in the midst of all that, when Moses was learning herbalism, is that what that is? Because ism is always giving everything a bad connotation. But anyway, herbalism. He was learning magic. He was learning the sky and the way of the sky, astrology, the signs of the zodiac. That's why it took Moses 40 years, more than 40 years to learn those things, man. And then you expected, you came in this truth. I don't know. You just learned the Bible, and next thing you know, that's the only truth, and there is none. Besides the Bible, yeah. Besides the Bible, there is nothing. Okay. Jethro was a good teacher. He was a good sensei. He was a good master. He was a good Druid high priest. He had a wisdom that could not be found in books. Jethro had wisdom that could not be found in books. Why? Because he was a Druid. They don't write things down. Everything that they have, they uploaded to the ley line. Whenever one of us have the ability, we can go ahead and connect it, click, and download every knowledge that we need to know. They don't write things down like this. The reason why Enoch wrote the book, because he knew Yahushua was going to come and destroy Atlantis, the whole Leviathan, the bomb, and then they have to what? The ley line was going to switch. He wrote the book. The book is a password. He learned it from the angels. He doesn't need books. That's why I don't put so much emphasis on books. The moment the Most High give me certain ability, I give great praise, great glory. Whenever I need to know something, I pray about it. Oral tradition. I'm telling you, you're telling me. The moment I tell you, it stores in the memory. That's like right now. Which one of you say Big Levi sent me print, except for the sister that print this? All praises, peace and blessing. The sister sent us this, print it and send it. But most of you here sent me the PDF. We sent it to the internet line. We don't need to write it down. It make no sense, brothers, to take a PDF from the internet, you print it, and then you write it down. It make no sense. It's already there. You can access it anywhere, anytime you feel like. If you take a PDF, you printed it out, you write it down, you go store it in a place, that means there's something that's going to come that will literally devastate the internet. You won't be able to use the internet for another 2,000 or 3,000 years, and you store this knowledge in certain places that when your children get it, so that when the internet come back on, they can connect it to it and the others can't. It make no sense for Enoch to write a book. Even though when Enoch was talking to the Most High said, well, I have, since you guys effed up everything, so you're going to have to write it down. So Enoch wrote down a password. The Gentiles said a book, but it's a password. And you'll know why it's a password. A mode pass. We'll use this French word. So the dogs and the swine out there won't swag a jacket. Enoch wrote a mode pass. Jethro was a good teacher. He had a wisdom that could not be found in books. Jethro told Moses all about the mountain, the literal mountain, and the mountain, the secret, the mountain, the Most High, his abode. Jethro told Moses all about the mountain, that it was holy ground, that there was a God up there, but he forbade Moses to go up until he was ready. Says Moses, my son, you can't go up there, not yet. I know you're excited to go meet this fellow, but you're not ready yet. You'll know when you are ready. So Moses, you can't go up to this mountain, the literal mountain, and the esoteric to face this great power. All he did was study and perfect feats of magic that even surpasses those of now ancient Jethro. All Moses did is study perfectly magic feats that surpasses Jethro. Moses become a master on his own. Again, when you are training under a master, when you're training under a sensei, he can literally see your potential. He know you're going to surpass him. There is no greater joy when a teacher teach a student. He saw the student blow him out of the water. He saw you do things that he wished he could have done. He couldn't do them because he had 7 freaking daughters. You know what that is? When you got 7 daughters, you have to take care of them and stuff like that. Moses didn't have no children yet. Well, of course, he had a lot of kids in a pillar of a fire, but most of them died, if not all of them. Only 2 of them survived. The student become the master. That's the greatest pride, the greatest thing that could happen to a master, to see the student learn things that he could not learn. Either it was forbidden unto him or something happened in his past. And then when he looked at a student, he saw him. So he saw the student become a master, like all praises to the Most High. This is good. Do you know what that is to have 7 kids? Being a high priest. Moses become a master than ancient Jethro. Why? Because Moses was born for that. Moses was a natural. Remember, Jethro is a Midianite. He learned the magical craft from Abraham. Abraham taught it to all his 8 sons, including Midian. Midian taught it to Jethro, great-great-grandfather. The grandfather of great-grandfather of Jethro taught it to the grandfather. The grandfather taught to Jethro's father, and Jethro's father taught it to Jethro. Jethro taught it to Moses. But The priesthood was not given unto Midian, it was given unto Isaac. Therefore, Moses come from the bloodline of Isaac. He was a natural. The years passed. Here we go. The years passed. Jethro grew older, and Moses became strong and influenced among the Midians. But he had no wish to govern, for he was sick to death of the way that power went to a man's head. So Moses really didn't want to. This is how it is with our people. The moment our people work in a place, people truly see them. They see their power. They want them to rule over them. But the Gentiles do this in a tricky way. When the Gentiles see you apply for a job, you become, quote unquote, an employee. They see your potential. They want to use you, not to let you rule. Some Gentiles do this. They just literally give you the company. You deal with all the stress. They out there and vacation and stuff. Some Gentiles, what they do, they take all the credit and then they humiliated you. They never give you any credit. Some people won't mind sharing the credit. No, they literally say that they come up with it. Just like that dude. He released a video. Oh, I just come across this information, but I disagree. You just come across this information, dude? What? And Moses becomes so influential, prestige, so powerful that the people of Midian yearn for Moses to govern them, because Jethro was growing old. He was about to die. They need a king. That's why the Canaanite had Moses rule over them for over 40 years. And Moses learned a lot from Jethro, and he taught a lot to the Canaanite. Not even a thank you, man. They will use your ass. They will just use you and take everything you have. And then they will be on your face smiling at you. When they go to the CEO meeting, they told everybody how they come up with everything. They don't even know who you are. When you show up in a CEO meeting, in a CEO party, they ask you to bring them champagne and beer and drinks. They thought you were a server when you are the brain after everything. That's why they cannot win this war, because we are not with them. The war that they're going to fight, like, both sides going to lose, because we're going to beat both sides. None of them will win. Back in Egypt, he had seen the evil of that power could bring, that he wanted none of it. Moses did not want to be a king. He did not want to govern, because he saw the power. He went to many wars. Moses was a soldier. He was like Captain Egypt. He was Captain Yasharala. Moses was like he was a soldier, man. He learned pretty much everywhere. All he did was study and perfect feats of magic. Feats, F-E-A-T. Somebody define. I think I did put this thing on silent, but for some reason, somebody defined that word, feat, F-E-A-T. Perfect feats of magic. Not perfect feat of going to church, but perfect feat of magic. Perfect feat of magic. Achievement that requires great courage, skill, or strength. An amazing acts of power and elevation. Perfect. All he did was study and perfect feats of magic that even surpasses those of the now ancient Jethro. He had but to raise his hand, and the people of Midian stood in awe. All Moses has to do is wave his right. They're going to talk a lot about Moses' right hand. All Moses has to do is raise his right hand, and all the people in Midian, like, woo. And then some people out there calling themselves the last Moses. I will raise a prophet like Moses. And then they think this. Because they have a little community of people, when they wave their hand in the community, like, hey, you are the last prophet. You think you can compare to this Moses? Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Do you know what that is to stand in front of a whole country and raise your hand and everybody's silent? You calling yourself Moses? You see, when they say the last prophet, they mean the collective, the last blow. You do not have the Kabbalah understanding of this. You have the exoteric. You are the guy that jump into fire and get yourself baptized, baptized by fire because they say that. That's not what that is, man. The Cushite priest, who for a long time had known the art of changing water to blood. The Cushite priests, for a long time, they know how to change water to blood. Who taught the so-called the Cushites? Who taught the so-called the Hamites? Who taught them how to change water into blood? Why would you want to know how to change water into blood? Because you will never need what the so-called blood transfusion. You just get the water and then you just analyze the person that lost the blood. You just do like Moses do, Abraham. Okay, you just change the water in the blood of and the same blood that this person have, and then you perform a blood transfusion. There's many ways that you need to know how to change water into blood. It's not evil. It's just this is a thing for the priest. One reason is you cannot create blood. You can't create anything. I see Dabu 7 is losing his freaking mind over some Chinese baby going inside of robot, and then he take this he take this thing for real. Get out of here. You can't create nothing. Everything already been created. Oh, they created people. What do you mean people? They perverted people. You see, if you are a doctor and you have the you have the superpower, you have magic. If somebody get into a trauma and they lose blood, you can take the water and turn it into that person's blood. You fuse it, and then you heal the part, and then you grow the part that whatever this person caught in their body. Magic. There's a reason why the Gentiles tell you to stay away from it, because they've been using our stuff to keep us down. They've been using our record to make us afraid of it. Don't look at it, because the moment you start looking at it, there's an issue there. The Cushite priest, who for a long time had known the art of changing water into blood, he excelled by causing springs and streams and even rivers to run red all day. You see, in the book of the Pillar of Fire, when Jabal and whatever that other Egyptian priests came in, they do a little dance and turn around and take a bottle of water, a little cup of water. They put a little red powder and then they shake it. They shake it, and then they pour it right in front of the fowl. Fowl was like, yes, I knew it. I knew we could. And Moses look at I just turned the whole river into blood. You guys turn like a cup of water into blood, and next thing you know, yours equal mine. Not even yours equal mine. Yours beat mine is better than mine. It was all garbage, brothers. They couldn't even do the thing. They just put some red stuff in there. It looked like blood. Pharaoh was so stupid. He literally want to see. You know when somebody really want to see something, even this thing is the most stupid-ass thing, that person will bow down unto it. Moses could make, he surpasses those guys. He could make the stream of waters rain red all day. All day. And then when he want, he made them stop. And then you got this guy take a little powder, a little bag of Kool-Aid, and then put it in this water, shake it. And then he took those guys like at least an hour to do this. They call upon this God. Hey, they have to make it believable. They have to make it seem believable. There's a book out there that I've been studying called The Old Ones. This book is virtually impossible to find, and the one that they have, it's bootleg. I actually have the bootleg. It's called the Old Ones. They speak of a deity called Cthulhu. Some of you are familiar with this. When I'm studying those things, I'm like, wait a minute. Those are the angels. Those are the angels, the spirits. And in the book, the guy, like, he amazed. He stumbled upon, I have this book right here. I gotta show it to you guys because I couldn't show it. Remember, I was telling you I was studying a horrible and terrible book. The most I put it in my mind not to reveal it because we had certain dog and swine in the midst of us. If I did reveal it, it would be an issue, but I will reveal it. But it called The Old Ones. That's what the book called, I believe. And the guy that stumbled upon our information, he made a lot of miracle, brothers. He did a lot of stuff. You know with what? With just sitting in the room. Sitting on the room facing certain direction. The guy, he was amazed. You know what? Give me a second. I gotta find this book to show it to you. But in the meantime, let me play a little music because this book is very important. Some of you need to know this information. Let me go ahead and see if I can find it. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. I found the book. Now, brothers, because of excuse me, because of the gag order, the holy gag order has been lifted. This is the book. Don't be afraid of the image. It's called the Book of the Old Ones. Try to find the one that was the ancient one. This is a bootleg version. Okay, the Book of the Old Ones. Okay, this is what they call a Cthulhu. This thing right here, it's not an actual living thing. Okay, they talk about the Levitation and this. Those spirits, when they have to come, they bow parts. They bow a head of an octopus, the wing of a dragon, and the body of a man. They are spirits. This right here is a symbol of protection. When the inverted upside down, they perverted it. Okay? Book of the Old Ones. The guy that stumbled upon this, he's a Filipino or Indonesian. I believe he's Filipino. The dude was amazed that he can contact those things and have them working for him. He know exactly this dude. He could not be a Filipino like this. This dude is one of us. By Scorpio, that guy is one of us because he mastered, well, not fully mastered. He mastered certain things, Brethren. He mastered. I studied the whole book, and certain they just changed the name. In this book, the guy, he said in the beginning of the book, he said, "It's amazing how this information is not worldwide." He said, "Why would they want to hide this?" He said, "You really," he said, "What those people are doing out there is not magic." When they got, he said, "What those people are doing out there is no, what he saw on TV, that has nothing to do with magic at all." He said it's not magic, it's nonsense. And the dude shows certain things. But in this book, all you need is sitting in the room alone, undisturbed, facing certain direction, cardinal. And then you speak what you need to speak quietly in a certain way, and then the spirit will heal and they will perform because they are here to serve. They are your servant, just like you are the servant of the mighty one. You are here to serve him. He gave you dominion over all. No, Amazon won't have it. Yeah, it's $60,000. You lucky you find this book for $60,000 on Amazon. You lucky. You lucky you find this thing 60,000. The beloved brother Abdullah found one for $220,000. So those books are evil. The minimum they cost you $60,000. So you will pay you a book that is evil, all right? A book that is evil that has Satanism in it, and they don't want you to get it. They want to sell it to for $220,000. Is that what that is? It's so it seems now somebody trying to keep me from certain things. The Gentiles brothers will never try to keep you away from destruction. They will push and sponsorize your destruction. They will finalize, they will financialize, they will finance your destruction. From the Czech Republic, you'll find one $60,000 because the original. I'm telling you, brother, in this book, and I'm reading that book, I'm like, oh, praises to the Most High. The fellow said, you don't need nothing, a candle, because the candle is this. Keys of Enoch is $500. If you go to, we have the PDF. If you go to the Enoch or the Enochian website, so to speak, is $50. $500 for the key of Enoch. Why would you want to sell a book for $60,000? What seems to be the issue here? Why? Again, this is a bootleg, but it could be the real thing too. I find it cheap. I find it like, well, cheap is another understatement. Any book you buy above $300 or above anything any book you pay $1 for, that's not cheap. But why, brothers? Why would they want to have those books? And they ask astronomical prices for them. Why? Do you want to know why? Because the book, one, they cannot really mess with those information. They don't know what to take and what to put. The Bible they know because it's kind of like elementary, and it's the Bible is a reference book. It referred you to story, then you get the book. The Bible is a directory. You read the directory, the book that you want to buy and stuff. There's a brother find one for $2,160. Try to go to the Philippines. If you speak Filipino, I believe the Philippine, the guy had them. His name is Scorpio. There is thing about love, brothers. How it's nothing. Again, I'll talk about this book. Let's just keep on going. Now, you know, brothers, okay? My apology. I was under holy gag order. I could not bring this book because it was horrible and terrible for certain people. If they heard of this information, they would not do what Pandora Guam did here. Check it, see the price. They would not go ahead and check it and see why would those people don't want us. Why would they want to sell this book for thousands of dollars? What seems to be the issue here? The book of the old ones. The real book of the old ones, you can't find it. The Gentiles cannot use it. They can only use, that guy tell you straight up, if you even dare have this book and try to use it and harm people, tenfold gonna come back. You will harm yourself. And the stuff that he did in there for the people, brothers, it's just regular things. Regular things as people looking for love, people looking for a job. That's all. People want a better job, they want a promotion. That's all, brothers. That's the light stuff he was doing for the people. And with nothing, brothers, sit in your room quietly and face certain direction and know who you are talking to, and they will answer. You say if you have a candle, that's even better, but you don't need it. All praises to the Most High, man. Now you got this book. I have more books, brothers. We want to bring, but we will bring it at the appointed times. All right. He learned the secret key to come in the power of flame. Moses was a firebender. He learned the secret key to commanded flame. He learned how to speak the barrier language. He learned how to speak your language. If you find one for $48, even if it's the bootleg, take it. If you find this book for $48, even if it's the freaking bootleg, take it. Because you'll be able to see it's straight up bones though, but you will understand the meat though. Oh, good grief. I'm not gonna say there's no such thing as bone in this book. They don't know that. There's no such thing as bone in it. The moment I see it, it was all meat. It was a massive, giant chuck stick for me. I'm like, good grief. I'm like, all praises to the Most High. Thank you. Moses know the secret of controlling flame. Now, there's let me read it again for the people so they can see what he learned the secret key to command the power of flame. He learned the secret key to command the power of flame. A firebender. If you learn this key, brothers, you pretty much you can do anything that you want. If you can control fire, you can do a lot of things. But fire is sees as something that destroys. That's not what that is, man. Did you know you can heal with fire? You can dim the fire down to a temperature that you can literally put your hand upon someone and transfer the heat and literally burn that cancer and burn this cancer cell, burn that cancer cyst. Flame on. Yes. Human Torch. If you found a PDF, make sure it's the good one. Yeah, you can burn wound. He learned it. He could bring disease upon cattle or dispel it at will. Moses can bring disease upon the animal and dispel it at will. Why did they say the word dispel? Why did they say Moses can bring disease upon the cattle and dispel it at will? Why did they use the word dispel? Why would you want to? When was the last time somebody dispelled a name? When was the last time you dispel something? Why would they want to say he could do this at will? He could bring the disease to the cattle at will and dispel it at will. Moses was in training. It won't be able to paste in the chat. You have to send it to me. Take away spell. That is because he had to put a spell. For those of you that definitely are afraid of this word spell. Yeah, Moses speak to the animals. Send me the link to make sure it works. Make sure it's not something people will have to sign up and download. Make sure you yourself download it and send me the download so I post it in the community for the people to find it. That's how we do it here. We work as a community. Dispel. If you need to dispel something, you have to send a spell. Send it to me and I will post it in the community section. He could produce swarms of insects or reptiles at will. It could produce swarms of insects and reptile at will. Moses was in training. Why did it in Egypt? It was not just something he just do by accident. He's been doing those things. He's been training. The angels we've been there with him. For those of you that are afraid of the word spell, I'm put a spell on you. I forgot the dude name. Because you are nothing. I love this song. I used to love this song by this fellow. He was a boxer. He was everything. He had like 12 kids or 36 children. I put a I put a spell on you. A good song, man. You need to listen. I forgot the artist's name, but yeah. For those of you casting spell, you might as well never make a cake because you're casting a cake. You might make a bread. You mold it and cast it. You might as well never, and I'm saying never, never. Jay Hawkins, yeah, it was Jay Hawkins. I put a spell on you. You might as well never go to the bathroom and drop a deuce because you just cast something down there. That's magic, sir. Casting iron skillet, making a egg. Anything you cast, that's casting. Yes, the bowl is a call. Yeah, you might as well hold it in until you die. Because if you cast it in the toilet, sir, you cannot go to heaven because you have seen, you have done magic, sire. Yeah. You might as well never do none of those things because you are spelling and casting, sir. That's what that hold it in. You scumbag bucktooth monsters out there. You righteous that walk in your own understanding and your own righteousness. Know this. When you drop that massive deuce, you are casting something down there, sir. Well, if you don't want it to be cast, you might be friend with Miralax and other substance that are good to make it somewhat yellowish and more watery substance. So you won't cast anything. You might have to change your last name into Diarrhea. Zaza. Now, whoops. I got it. Oh, this thing. Oh, come on, man. Really? This thing already comes with it. He saw the snake that arose from the altar, incense, and the symbol of the presence of the Heavenly Father. And he learned to control it and make it over near the altar. Now, the snake has a horrible reputation in the midst of, especially the Gentiles. The snake has a horrible reputation because to the Gentiles, when they say the snake, they literally mean a snake. Yeah, for those of you, you might as well, you might as well everything that you're drinking in your life, you become a friend with laxative because you don't want to cast anything. Because if you cast anything down there, you won't go to heaven. For now on, all of you backwarded monsters out there, don't cast anything. Has laxative as your middle name. But anyway, he saw the snake that arose from the altar incense as the symbol of the presence of God, and he learned to control it and make it hover near the altar. He levitated this quote unquote snake. He levitated. He controlled it. Again, we know snake is the not. Again, beloved, come on. You should have been by now. You should know this. It's two things: the actual snake and the knowledge. Levitation. We did perform a little levitation here. The reason why some of you your levitation don't work is because you have to use metal. The metal will magnetize quicker. The tip of your pen. Don't scratch your head with the pen. Take the tip of the pen. Like any piece of metal, I think. Like this is metal. You can scratch it in my beard. And then it become magnetized. You can pick things. You can just hover it, and then it will just pull it. Cling. Thank you, beloved sister Tammy. Hover. Snake. The knowledge, the wisdom. No wonder the Satan turned himself into a snake. And then they blame the actual poor snake. brethren, the actual snake is not Satan, man. It's, oh man, listen, man, listen. When it's I mean, it's beautiful when you read an actual snake can't have no power. A snake, a literal snake, is not Satan. Stop killing those poor snake, man. This snake has a horrible reputation, man. The snake has a horrible, just like the mighty pig. A pig is actually a good animal. The pig is a prison, brothers. A pig is a prison. If you, that's why Yahweh Shai sent the spirit to the pig, because that's the only place he could have sent the. You see, the people that are calling those spirit. Did you know from my research? I could be wrong. They never come with the body of a pig. They use goats. They use clean animals. They use goats. They use cow. They use lion and dragons and certain, but they never use a pig because the pig body is a freaking prison for them. The pig is so horrible. When you put a spirit and they cannot escape, they will run crazy. They will run crazy. That's why they run and then committed suicide. That means the spirit is still trapped in that carcass of a pig. A pig is a mighty animal, brothers. Mighty, brethren. Mighty just literally means strong. That's all. Oops, sorry. That's why the pig is unclean. You cannot eat it. It's a mighty animal. It's an animal that is there for you to put. If something is unclean, brothers, which one of you? When was the last time you see some? Oh boy, that's gonna sound wrong, but I will say. But when was the last time you see someone eating out of a trash can? Or well, not eating, serve out of. You cannot put a food in the trash can and eat it, man. A pig is a trash can. That's what it does. A pig is just like a pig literally can eat anything. He's right? Brothers, when you start when you start studying the pig, you're like, damn, the damn pig is tough, man. You're even cooking that damn pig meat take a long time, man. The pig is a sanitation engineering, the mighty pig. That's why the pig is so strong, man. That thing literally can eat anything. You simply not can you cannot eat it, man. Why would you want to eat a freaking pig? A pig is mighty, man, a strong animal. Stop hating the freaking pig. When you see a pig, give the Most High great praise, great glory. He created this animal that is. The pig is mighty, man. This animal is so tough. He can literally trap demon in his body. You know how tough that is? You know how tough it is, man, to be to your body is so tough that you can trap demon in there. That's how tough this damn pig is, man. The pig is the natural janitor. It's a mighty janitor. Do you hate janitors that clean places you go? Some of your custodian. This is your job. I don't just do my job, man. It's just that the pig just do his job. He's just an animal that is. Did you know, brothers? Doing my research and my study, a pig, you can actually use the pig to do certain things. When you have an unclean spirit, you can bite it with a pig, man. The pig, even the pig meat to a demon, that's like a little weapon. That's like a little weapon. The pig grease, certain book I'm reading, how if somebody have like if that person have a demon, you can trap this demon in the and legion of demon in the mighty pig. That's how strong this pig is, man. The pig need to be studied. You need to read more about pig, like spiritual meaning of pigs, what they can do. What was the reason Yahweh choose pig? He could have choose easily everything because he want to send a message to you. You can literally bind any evil spirit on a freaking pig, and that pig, if you could buy any of those demon out there in a pig, like a demon that upon our brothers really to take it and then they put it in the pig. That's it for this demon. This demon is trapped there forever. That is why you cannot eat the meat, man. Don't do this. All right. Oops. Is that what that is? Good. So many were his power that the Medians felt that he had the keys to God, that so many had sought for in vain. Moses becomes so powerful that even the Medians think he has the key to the mighty one. And he was performing these things in a smaller scale. The Midianites saw Moses do things that Jethro could never possibly even do. That's what Sensei says. Sensei say, I see in you and all of you here. You will do things that I can only imagine, to things that is prohibited for me to do, but you have the green light. Sensei sit there, he say, you have no idea what kind of power that you're wielding. He said, you can do certain things that will literally blow people out of the water. He said, I can't do them, but you can. Because each of those knowledge, they have mode pass. They have clearance. He doesn't have the clearance. He said, I saw those things. I cannot pick them up because I am not anointed for that. Just like I told Brethren. There are certain things I'm anointed to do, but certain things, the Most High told me specifically, stay away from that. This is not for you. This is for him and her. You do your job. Yes, sir. So many were his powers that the Medians felt that he had the keys to God, that so many had sought for in vain. So many people were looking for the keys to the mighty one in vain, but Moses found it. But Moses knew differently. He knew that all these were tricks of natural magic. Moses knew differently. He knew all those things that he was doing were tricks of natural magic. Something that is naturally in you, something every single person of you can do it. But because of years of abuse and PTSD, you have suppressed and oppressed the power, the true magic in you. Do you know how it is to control the power of flame? You can just go anywhere you please. If I want to go to Washington, D.C. right now, just say a word and a portal of fire open. It won't burn me. I can travel flying through the lines. Fire. Why do you think NASA used fire to propel their rockets to a little bit close to the firmament? A little bit close to the firmament. A little bit not too far from the firmament, so to speak. Why do you think airplane use fuel? Why do you think your car use fire? Electrical is fire, brothers. Lightning is fire. Tesla, they use fire. Fire is very amazing. If you can control fire, fire is the little brother of lightning. Combustion, propulsion. You can do a lot of things with fire, man. You can literally go to the South Pole and walk right in the midst of it. The fire form an aura around you. Beautiful, man. But people see you do those things, they will call you, oh, what you're doing is so wrong. What is so wrong about it? You shouldn't be doing it. Why? Because it's black magic. Magic has no color. There's no such thing as black magic, white magic, blue magic. According to Sensei, magic has no color. He said that's the Gentiles concept. What they do when they see something that they don't want you to call it, this is black magic, black magic. When you look at it, you say, wait a minute, wait a minute. It's depending on how you use those things. It's depending on how you use those things. Of course, you will find magic that are stronger than any other magic, but you use this thing to hurt people. That's what you do. You are a murderer. And people use this thing to find a job. to find promotion, to get a wife, to get a husband, to do stuff. You using it to kill the wife, to kill the husband. Gentiles like to put color and stuff. The moment they see something they don't want you to put hand on it. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Hey, this thing. Yeah. So many were his powers that the Medians felt that he had the keys to God, that so many had sought in vain. But Moses knew differently. He knew that all these were tricks of natural magic, something natural. He knew in the heart that there was another way, the true way, but he was not the master of it. Moses said, this can't be it. Those are little tricks and stuff. There must be another way. There must be a way, the true way. And I need to master that. Brothers, the moment you get a taste of this natural power that you have in you, you will keep asking. There must be a greater source. I want to know more. You become a freaking junkie, man, and all you wanna do is know stuff. Then, after 20 years on the mountains, Moses learned of Pharaoh's death, and he decided to return to Egypt, not to the palace, but to Coptos to seek, Goshen, of course, to Coptos to seek out the book guarded by the deathless snake. After 20 years, Moses find out that the Pharaoh, aka the king of Egypt, died. And he learned there is a book in Coptos, a book that is hidden. And he decided to go there, not to the palace, because he was a prince and all that. He chose to go to Coptos to retrieve this book. But this book is guarded by a deathless snake. Anybody can define for us the word deathless? Not deathless. Death as in dead. A deathless snake is guarding this book. Why would the deathless snake guarding that book? So after brief preparations, he bade farewell to Jethro and made his way westward toward the Red Sea in Egypt, the land of his birth. Deathless means cannot die. You cannot kill this snake. It cannot die. A deathless snake, it cannot die. You can't kill it. It's immortal. Get out of here. You cannot kill a Levitation. They are immortal. So Adam lose the immortality, but there are creatures and things that were created before Adam. They are immortal. You cannot kill them. They are deathless. Death is, why would they don't know death? It's a deathless snake. Of course, you will know what the deathless snake is. If something is immortal, you already know who they are talking about, right? When he came to Coptos, he went straight to the temple of Isis. Thank you, beloved Sia. When he came to Coptos, the city, he went straight to the temple of Isis and made an offering to her, and he sunk a shaft into the water at the middle of the river and descended there to seek the box in which the book was said to rest. Moses was straight up about business, son. A lot of you won't understand this. He went straight to Coptos in the city. When they say he made an offering to Isis, aka what they are calling the god of Isis, he did not worship Isis. When you go to a certain place in certain country, you go retrieve certain information. They have priests over there, and that is in the temple that is dedicated. For instance, if you want to go do something in I don't know, Thailand, they have a temple of Buddha. Our record is here, but they have the Buddhist priests over there. And then you come to retrieve some information. And then they will give you the information, but you have to give, I don't know, a cake, a bottle of wine, a thank you. a few bucks, a few pennies. The right of passage. You cannot go, although this land over there is your land, but again, you cannot go anywhere and do whatever the hell you want. You pay, you make a payment. You go looking for books, you go looking for information in Thailand, you meet the Buddhist priest, you talk to them, and then you give them an offerings. You say, thank you, sir and ma'am. Here's this, here's that. Thank you. You make an offerings. They took it, and then they do whatever they wish to do with it. They can keep it, they can offer it to their God. This is none of your business. You make a payment. You make offerings. No one can go in anybody else's temple and offer to their God. This is the ultimate no, 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 no. You cannot cross us here and then you go to our God and then you do whatever you want over there. Except for us. The Gentiles literally cut us out of our power and tell us if we need something, come to them. They will tell our Father for us. They control our Father. Wherever you go, everything that is offered to you is not free. Even though you take whatever this person gives to you for free, there must be a payment. At least a thing when you go, especially when you go in another country. Over here in America, of course, nothing is for free, everything you have to pay for. But certain other culture, when you go, you have to make an offering, make a payment. Because you have helping me retrieve this information, here's a loaf of bread. He sunk a shaft into the water at the middle of the river and descend there to seek the box in which the book was rest. So Moses go in the midst of the river and he planted a shaft in there. And then he get down. And then when he get down, he go where they told him, because the priests of Isis know where that box is. They cannot retrieve it because there's a giant, deathless snake, a snake that cannot die, guarding it. And he found it wrapped with the scorpions and snakes, which he caused to lie as if sleep. Then he met the guardian of the box, the deathless snake. And for 3 days, they fought until the snake gave no further resistance. Now you understand why Moses has to learn how to communicate with animals. When he descended in the bottom of the river with the staff, he literally hit the water with the staff, and the water split. The water formed like a vortex. It made like a well, and Moses descended there. And then he landed. He had his staff. And then when we look, there was a bunch of scorpions and other smaller snake wrapping around, swarming a giant snake. And then when they saw Moses, they made way for him. And Moses stand them still with his right hand. They all went to sleep. They all obey Moses. The scorpion went to sleep. The snakes went to sleep. And now the giant deathless snake that was wrapped around the giant box, that giant snake stand up. There was a battle. For 3 days, brother, Moses fought this snake. Can you imagine fighting an enemy for 3 days? Nonetheless, a freaking giant, the Levitation. Remember, Moses was a soldier. He had to go all those things, brother. You see how many preparation for you to get your hands on certain things. Even though when you get there, there's no guaranteed for you to get it, because the Most High will test you to see who you are. On the first day, Moses fought this snake. There is a reason why they call it the deathless snake. He cannot die, because Moses killed it over and over and over again. The snake could not die. He fought it. He fought it. He fought it. He fought it. The second day, he fought it. He fought this thing. moving around, using the water. Remember, Moses can use all the elements. And then when the snake coming at him, he's using fire. He's calling the meteorite coming from the sky. He's fire bending, water bending, earth bending, lightning. This snake cannot die. All those things Moses was doing to protect himself because the snake wanted to kill him. Moses can literally take the water and then turn it into a block of ice and ice up the snake. The snake is too strong. Break the ice. Go after Moses. He had the sword of Moses. We can literally kill demon. He stabbed that snake. That snake won't die. On the third day, the battle was going. Lightning, striking, fire. Battle. The snake is hitting Moses with the tail. Moses is flying over. And then the snake see that Moses was more resilient, more resistant than him. And the snake wrap around, bow his head, and then give way for Moses to go get the book. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. The snake make way. The snake surrender. And unwrap, and then bow his head and go. Remember I told you Sensei went somewhere with a dude in a specific place? There was a giant snake there. They clear out the place. And then the guy that he was there with, and the guy saw giants. When he was approaching a certain anointed area and a giant snake lift up, he said, this one mother snake, he said, this snake, again, I'm going to say some stuff he didn't say, but to cover certain, this snake has likeness of human. This snake pop up his head and look at them. And then he quickly did. When you certain spirits, certain animals that you encounter, you have to take a stance. If you watch the movie, not the movie, if you watch the cartoon, Hunter x Hunter, there is a stance you have to take. There's a stance when you see certain spirit. That's why samurai, they can draw. Each way you draw your sword means something. Some samurai draw the sword with the big thumb. That's a warning. Anytime you see a samurai or an Israelite or Gadite do this, an anime, that's a warning. And if the warning, if you heed the warning, they let it go. If this character draw the sword backward, that means stay away. I won't kill you. I do not have any intention to kill you. If you do not have any intention to kill me. It's a little way of saying, who goes there? When you draw your sword backward, who goes there? But when you draw your sword forward, death. This is an unsharpened sword. This is dull. This is unsharpened. This is a katana. Straight up death. There are many ways that you can draw your sword that communicate with the other sword master or whoever. People talk with sword. There is certain symbolism. When they made you kneel, they took a sword, they tap your right shoulder. They don't even tap your right shoulder. They make sign of tapping your right shoulder and your left shoulder. That means something. All of those things, all of those knowledge, we need to know them. Just like a gun. When you pull a gun, if you know what you're doing, you will never put your hand on the trigger. Thank you, child of the light. Knighting. When they are making a knight, they use the sword. They say, I, Sir Big Levi, I, the king of this and this, I've declared you Big Levi, sir. Knight of the table, knight of this. You become a knight. Sword is very powerful. You see it in movies all the time. So I dub you. So the brother that had the dream, when he saw the snake dropping, he put his hand on his sword. He put his hand on his sword, and then once he saw the snake is not moving, he left him. If you draw the snake, like you give a warning, hey, don't, hey man. Warning, warning, warning. Stay away. When Sensei encountered this snake in this specific place, we told this story before. The guy, oops. Again, this is a dull sword. It's not sharp. I need to sharpen it. When Sensei saw the snake, he made a few steps forward. He pulled up the sword. He put one hand behind his back. He pulled the sword. And then there is a way he moved the sword. And the spirit that is in the sword moved upon the snake. And the snake just back down and cowardly and then go back where it come from. But the guy that was with Sensei wanted to run. He could not. His feet failed him. His feet failed him. There is a way you draw your bow. That means warning. And there is a way that I'm going to kill you. If you draw your bow that way, straight up warning. And then there is a way you draw your bow. You put your hand that way. That's a target. I intend to kill you. The sword that Sensei has is a magical sword. Enchanted sword. A sword of Moses, a sword of Methuselah. He can literally kill anything with it. And he said everyone should have one, and enchanted too. You can kill literally any spirit, the literal spirit. He said if you have this sword in your house, no spirit will come. Any sword, but you have to know what to say, what to do, and it will come out. The sword will be enchanted. If you have this sword on you, people are shooting at you. This bullet will go somewhere else. That's why in the movie they show you they shoot at the samurai. They literally take the bullets out. Afro samurai, you shoot at him, he literally cut the bullet in half because his sword was enchanted. They know what they are doing. All samurai sword, all the highest, the samurai when they go to the priest, they have the sword enchanted, just like in anime. What's the anime again? Demon Slayer. They have the sword. The swords are enchanted so they can kill the demon. So, for 3 days, brothers, battle, Moses battled this thing. And the snake yield and make way for Moses. Yeah, this sword that I have here is very long. Sensei have a short sword. A short sword is better. This is the, we men, we like big guns, big things, and then it turned out to be too much for us. But it's a short sword. They come all different size though. A short sword, it's like a long dagger. It's very efficient. His sword is more like a rapier. It's more for thrusting. Mine is more because I watch way too much movie. Mine is man, we have to sanctify the fast. Let us sanctify the fast, brethren. The sun is down in California. Thank you, brethren. Sun is down. Let's sanctify the fast. That's all good. Your Highness, as of today, we gathered together. We are praising you. We are studying. We're seeking your face. We are studying to show ourselves approved unto you, Your Highness. May you look upon our fast with respect. May you have respect unto it. May you grant it your children what we have asked. May Ebedel, Oriel, Jeliel, the 72 angels, may the Gentiles, the Jews, give you great praise, great glory. May you accept our offerings and bless this fast. We hereby sanctify this fast. All right, the fast is sanctified. We give great praise, great glory. Give the Most High glory, brothers. Day 9 down, baby. Woo! Yes. Yes, yes. Day 9 down, beloved. Day 9 down. 9 days. Yes, yes. Look what's happening in 9 days, brothers. Let's take a little commercial break. Let's talk about some scumbag stuff, and then after that, we'll go right back in it. Now, things the Most High, brothers. Look, 9 days of fasting. Look at what's going on around the world, brothers. Tell you the truth. I couldn't do this without the Most High, my master, the Most High power. I couldn't do this without you. Your word of encouragement, your prayers, your sincerity, it put me at peace. I could not do this without your help. Spiritually, mentally, financially, economically, physically, because I met brothers and sisters physically. I have touched them. They have transferred positive energy to me. I have hugged sisters that transfer positive and blessing unto me. I have shake hand and hug brothers that transfer blessing unto me. Your prayer really keep me floated. The whole family, the whole AK, Jews and Gentiles alike, you have done wonders in my life, and I'm very grateful for that. I'm very grateful. I never had any family like this. I never had any brothers and sisters like this. I have a place when I am angry. I come and I rant, and my family listen to me. And they be there for me. They provide for me. I have a place when I need to laugh and do scumbag stuff. We come here, we do this together. We understand together. Nobody's calling each other's name. Everybody understand each other. We have a place. When we read something, when we have certain things, we brought it to the nation. The people that the Most High want to receive the message, they will give glory even though they don't understand it. It makes me so happy, brothers. There is one brother in the midst of us. His name is Michael, I believe. The brother is so excited of getting knowledge, of asking, what is my guardian angel? What the hell? Where were you people? Where were this family? Why couldn't I find you guys earlier in my life? I have found my tribe. I found my people. I found you. And I thank you for everything. Whether you comment, whether you don't comment, which I highly recommend you not to do, because you really don't want any spirit to jump in your body and you say something that the Most High can see it on the comment board. For the one that cannot, the seniors that are listening, the blind, the deaf, the disabled, thank you. It is because of your prayers. It is because of your faith. I would have gone astray a long time ago because I really don't care about myself. I care about the work that the Most High gave me. I'm not making this up, brothers. I'm a very proud man. I knew if I go out there, I do anything, I can survive on my own, the Most High will punish me, and that's it for me. But the moment you walk before this great power and his righteousness, you walk before him after the nation, after your seed, there is no going back. Alone together, together we are one, together we are moving. Thank you for all your kind words, your lift up prayers. You're worried. The brothers are worried about me. The sisters are worried. Even though I told them Big Levi, I just watched a video. You said that you taking a little break. Is everything all right? It make my heart merry when I see brethren or praying, brethren or obeying the mighty one. It make me glad. And when people sent me emails and they say I found this, I found that, I am at peace, and I tell them the great one, thank you, Father. And I'm happy in heart. I'm like, yeah, man, my work is being done. I'm keeping what the Most High is telling me, brothers. Is one thing, man. Is one thing I don't like when people will just say, well, I was better when I was in the church the moment I reach you. I haven't get that yet. The Most High has removed most likely 90% of the people he didn't want here. They have been removed. Still got a little 10% in the midst. They are headbutting and stuff. Thank you for praying with me. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for learning with me. I am not a teacher. If anything, you are teaching me. We are learning together. We are studying. We are starting to show the Father. We want to see him. We want to seek him. We want to know his face. We are not the type of people that will sit in our ass and do nothing and expect people to give us title. We will earn our title. We do not put title upon ourselves. We are fighting to earn one. You do not sit in your house and call yourself a nurse and dress like one and expect people to call you and give you and tell you, oh, you truly are a nurse. You have to go to school. You have to learn things. You have to go through exam. You have to get you have to pass. There's a something. What is it called? It the exam, the nurse exam. There's a the doctor exam. What is it? What is it? Don't be confusing Big Levi. There's a name for this thing. FCAT, is that what that is? Is it FCAT? FCAT is high school, right? Well, I don't know what that is, but there's a test you have to pass. CPA. Is that what that is? NCLEX, NCLEX. Well, you have to pass that. The NCLEX. Forgive me for butchering this thing. You have to pass this. Then they will give you something, and then you are officially a nurse. If you are officially a nurse or a doctor, then you need to work in a hospital. You need to start making miracle. You need to start taking care of patients. Then you will earn the title of doctor. If you cannot do none of those things, if you cannot study, then you perform miracle, you deserve no titles, sir. That is why we do not have any title. We are working on earning our title. Thank you for all of you that supported me and send your true love with your true heart. Thank you. Selah, so be it. Now, beloved, let us keep on moving. Okay, MCAT for the doctors. I don't know why I keep saying FCAT for, but anyway, let us keep on moving, brethren. Let us keep on studying. All right. For 3 days, brothers, Moses fight the mighty deathless snake. And for 3 days, they fought until the snake gave no further resistance. Now, brothers, they didn't say Moses fought for 3 days and then sleep for 3 nights or go back and then come back again and say, no, sir, 3 days and nights straight fighting. When you are engaged, brothers, in a battle like this, you don't, time is not in your mind because it's a spiritual battle. Okay? To you, it felt like 10 minutes, but it's been 72 hours. Like that, certain things say, I cannot stay here with you. 1 hour of my time is for the 7 of your years. So if you spend 1 hour and 15 minutes with me, and here, if you come back home, you will spend at least 50 years. You will come back 50 years. You cannot stay here. I can come to you, but you can come here. If you have to come here, you have to bring, quote unquote, a time slower. What is a time slower? Well, a candle and certain leaves, you put it in a bathtub, you fill it up, you light it up the candle, and then you submerge yourself, you meditate, you come to me, and the time will slow down. But if you come to me here like this, 1 hour of my time is 47 of your years. And the other one say 1 hour of my time is 400 of your years. So if you spend 1 hour here, you come back 400 years. Oh, this is beautiful, brothers. This is beautiful. All praises to the Most High. Anyway, Moses opened the iron box and found therein a box of bronze. And the bronze box was a sycamore, or a sycamore, was a sycamore box. And the sycamore box was a box of ebony, and then ivory, and then like lay a silver box, and then the silver box where rested a box of gold, and in that box there was a book. Anybody know what that book is from the previous chapter? Box in a box. I mean, yo, after Moses fight this thing for three days, he find a giant sycamore. The box is made out of an iron, a giant box. He opened it. Inside of this giant box, there is a box made out of bronze. There is a reason for that, brothers. Anybody follow this pattern? Iron, bronze, silver, iron, browns, ebony and ivory, silver and gold. This one go from bottom to up, but the one that we read in the book of Daniel, it go from gold, silver, browns, and the feet of iron. Moses has to walk from the lowest iron to go all the way to gold to receive the message. He opened the first box of iron. Inside of iron box, there was another giant box made out of bronze. When he opened that box of bronze, and inside of that bronze, there was a box made of ebony and ivory, a black and white box. Ebony and ivory mean black and white. Okay, it's like ceramical. It's like, is it ceramic or mosaic? I believe it's ceramic. It's like a box made out of, like, you see how your, well, not silverware, but it's, you see how your plates is made out of a material called, is that what that is? Is ceramic? I'm not quite sure what that is, but this substance, it's like the ivory is like the thing that come out of the elephant. They polish it and then it become like a glass. It's like a glass like thing. Porcelain. All right, porcelain. China, ceramic, China. Ivory, it's a black and white, beautiful. When he opened that, he find a silver box. When he get the silver box, he found the gold box. And then when he take the gold box, he found a book. You see the steps. In the book of Daniel, when Daniel was when the book of Daniel was telling the king his meaning of the dream. The head of the statue is made of gold. The body is made of silver. The leg is made of the thighs or something made out of bronze, and the leg made out of iron and clay. It's a step. Each of those things means something. Moses has to go from the bottom to all the way up. He has to go from the iron, the cheapest metal, go for bronze, go from ivory and ebony, silver, then gold. Moses left out the book and he read. The light went before him and the darkness after him. He was able to hear the voice of darkness and the voice of light, and he knew that he could command the heavens, the earth, and the sea. All praises to the Most High. Moses opened his book. Vroom. Darkness come behind him, stand right behind him. And light went before him. And he heard the voices and he knew he can come in the heaven, he can come in the earth. Who rule the heaven? Who rule the earth? Who come in the heaven? Who come in the earth? The moment Moses opened this book, he heard the voices. He knew that he can do literally anything and everything. The Most High, all power, this great power, the Most High God, His majesty. And Moses knew this. The moment he heard the voice, he saw the light in front of him, and behind him is a total, utter darkness. And he knew he can command it. Therefore, this word, brother, the esoteric meaning that Moses have dominion, he can tame all the spirits that are in heaven and all the spirits that are on the earth. If Moses can do this, therefore we can too. We just got to go to a hell of a lot of training through shortcuts. We don't have that much time, brother. We don't have 20, 40 years to study those things. We barely have a decade. We will leave it at that. He knew the language of all God's creatures of the earth, the sea, and the sky, and he knew all there was a divine power within him. For he saw the sun and the moon and the stars, and no man has ever seen them before. The moment Moses opened this book, boom, the darkness, boom, behind him, the light, boom, in front of him. And he saw the stars. He saw all creation. He saw moon. Those things are downloaded to him. He saw all the animals, the secrets. He saw everything. He understood everything. Moses had an instant download. There's no need for him to write books for other people. There was our ancestors has no use to write books because they know we were going to be destroyed for a lack of knowledge. That's why they write the book as a guidance to come get the true knowledge, which is only stairs in the spiritual realm where the Gentiles cannot go and co-opt it. They cannot go to the spiritual realm and co-opt the information. They cannot tap to the ley line and co-opt it. They can't. Moses literally instantly get everything downloaded, all the knowledge at lightning speed. There is animation, I believe, in Google. Well, it's there's an animation. It shows Google Earth. It shows the Earth and the camera space out, and then it passed. You saw Mars, you saw Jupiter, Uranus, you saw all the planets, all the stars. You pass the galaxy, you go to the universe, you pass the universes and universes and universes and universes and universes and knowledge. You see every single animal from a little small atom to molecules, to particles, to ants, to worms, to giant beasts, Leviathan. You know everything about them, how to talk to them, how to you downloaded everything in your mind. Moses literally know instantly everything. What he read in the book, he wrote down in one piece of virgin papyrus, and thereafter wash it off the writing with the kind of beer which he drank, that each sign and symbols thus put down would permeated his entire being and stay in his soul and mind forever. Let me read this for you again. What he read in the book, he wrote down in a piece of a virgin papyrus. When they say virgin papyrus, they mean a parchment, a special paper that is made for these specific things. I have that paper here. Did I have a parchment? I do have a virgin papyrus. I did put it somewhere. Where is it? Oh, crap. I do have a virgin papyrus here. Oh, crap. It is somewhere here. Is it? Is it somewhere? Yes. I believe it's one of the book. I bought one. This thing cost me a lot of money. But a virgin papyrus, this paper or parchment, it is made for that. Back then, the parchment used to make out of the out of the skin of a black man, of a slave. To have a powerful, when the slave masters, the brothers, the so-called slave master, every single one of them practice magic. Every single one of them practice what they are calling black and dark magic. Magic is called or less, but to show you how negative magic. They were all powerful magicians. They were powerful warlocks. How do you think they keep the children of the Most High God in slavery like that? You think this thing was just easy? They barely could hold you. They have to perform ceremony practically every single day. They have to make things, put things in your food and make you eat certain food that will literally destroy your body. A damn pork, a mighty pork. They used to do a lot of magical stuff with you. Your babies, they didn't just take them and give them alligator for bait. That's one part of the story. They used to give them to the alligator as sacrifice. They will call those spirits and they will take forms of certain things. They will call them alligators and they will throw your baby there as a blood sacrifice and let them tear him apart. Some spirit will ask for the blood, but the blood has to be drowned. They will literally take dozens of little babies and they just drop them in the swamp and drown them. Those people were heavily into magic, not even a single one of them. They were all of them. They were into dark magic. They took all our stuff, they perverted it. Don't listen to any Gentiles that come up onto you and show you a face of innocence that have a lot of money. Our Druid told us straight up, what you're calling Bill Gates, this guy has no technology whatsoever. They are heavily into quote unquote what they are calling black or dark magic. They don't want you to know or even hear or learn about. Because everything we learn, we hear, we practice, we become better than any Gentiles. Look at basketball, football, any sport, damn it. Look at songs. Look at the intellectual side. Take a black child, put it. Look at a boxer, because they know if you start knowing those things, oh hell no, that's an issue there. Those people don't care. They are heavily into contacting evil spirit. The good spirit will not come to them. That's why the Most High have to make evil spirit. They have to call those evil spirit. And those book, the brother Abdullah Sir reveal, give unto you. Okay, they will contact those demons. Remember, during the fast, you will find 72 names of the Most High. Every day we put 2 names out there for you. If you, which one of you do not know your guardian angel? If you do not know, let us know. Which one of you do not know the name of your guardian angel? One brother one brother didn't know hers. I want to know his. Okay. Wow, really? Well, we did post the chart. Okay, well, I have to do a lesson on this. Somebody remind me to go. Probably, is it tomorrow? Tomorrow, can we go into this? No, it has to be Saturday. Somebody, excuse me. Somebody remind me on Saturday to go step by step into the guardian angel of each month the person were born. Okay, you have to know those things. You have to start knowing that you have celestial family. You have an angel, a specific angel that work with you. Here's an example. I'm not gonna do this now, but we had this. For instance, if you are born between, let's begin in January, because January people always say, hey, what about January? All right, let's begin in January. If you are born between January 1st and January the 5th, your guardian angel is Nehemiah or Nehemiah, like Nehemiah. If you are born between January 1st and January 5th, your guardian angel is Nehemiah. If you are born from January 6th to January the 10th, your guardian angel is Yehialel. 11th to 15, Ha Rahel. 16 to 20, Mitz Rahel. 21 to 25th, Yuma Bel. 26 to 30th, Iya Hahel. So those are the people that were born for January. You need to get this book. You need to get this book. And then there are plenty out there, brothers. We're just saying get this one. Study it. This book teach you your guardian angel and how to communicate with them. They are your guardian angel. They are not here to kill you. If you call them, they are not here to kill you. As Sensei said, you cannot call them like that. There are certain things you need to do, certain place you need to be, and certain times. My guardian angel, Jeliel, come only at 12:40 a.m. and he can only stay for 20 minutes. 20 minutes of his time is 20 minutes of his time is 20 minutes for me and you, but he spent somewhere around 10 to 3 years. Because an hour for them is like don't take this over. An hour for them is like 47 years. If we go where they at, we spend an hour talking to them. When we come back, it will be 2067, 2069. You will travel to the year 2069. This book is very important. We had this book 2 years ago. Study, brethren, to show thyself approved. You must know. It's in the community tab. You can find it. We have a whole PDF of this. But we highly recommend you get this book. It's like $15, $10. Have it, study it. Meditate first. Pray about it first. Okay? Put this over here. I don't believe how many crap I have on my desk right now. Anyway. So, Moses took a parchment, a virgin papyrus, a virgin paper. He wrote what he saw in the book, the symbol. He wrote certain things. He wrote this and that. And then he take it, he wash it in certain beer. Let me read it again. What he read in the book, he wrote down on a piece of a virgin papyrus, and therefore wash it off the writing with a kind of beer, which he drank, that each sign and symbol thus put down would permeate in his entire being and stay in his mind and soul forever. That means the symbol he put in there, he washed it with some kind of beer. They don't specify which beer. Okay, some kind of beer. He drank it. Therefore, this thing is in him and his soul and his body forever. Define the word permeate. Permeate, is that what that is? Permeate. 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 Sensei said, if you have red wine, vodka, tequila, whatever alcohol or whatever, it has to be a special. You put it on a glass, you write whatever that book is. For instance, I haven't tried though. For instance, you have this book right there. The Book of Angels, Dreams, Signs, Meditation, the traditional study of angels, the hidden secrets, 48,000. There is a specific, you write the title of this book, you perform, you put like the page under there, you put it under your pillow for 3 days, and then you take the thing and then you burn it into a ash, you drink it. Every single thing that is in this book, you know it automatically. Each page, as if you're reading it. But I don't know the word. I'm bringing beats. If you know the word, connect it. If you've done it, please pray about it, do it, let the nation know. No more study for us. The wife will question, why you keep drinking ashes? Like, why there's a gallon of booze out there loaded with burning ash. I'll burn all those books and put them in ash and drink all of them. Permeate means to soak through. He soak it in it. He soak the paper in some kind of beer, and the letter soak, he drink it, he knows everything. Crazy knowledge, man. See, you don't even have to go to school. Whatever you want to learn, you want to learn how to repair a car, you permeated a manual to repair any car, you permeated on this special beer, you drink it, you're good. You want to know the whole Bible? You just write a symbol. There's a symbol that do this. It's not like the book. It's a symbol. It's like a schematic, a picture. You draw it and then you say whatever you have to say. You say the name of the book. You bind it in that papyrus. You soak it in there. You drink it. That's it. Oh, you want to know about the internet, sir? You want to access anything about the internet? Well, you can literally take the internet, you soak it in your beer. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. But there's one way you could do this. You could just take something out of the internet and print it out and permeate the internet. Next thing you know, you got Google, Facebook, everything right here in your soul forever. You can access whatever knowledge you want to from the internet. You can access it. You can literally do anything. But there's a specific symbol. I don't know what it is. And when we say anything, brothers, anything, whether it's locked in somebody's account, you can read everybody's emails. You can literally, every government that ever even have internet, you will know everything that they are doing. But there's a symbol you have to put in there. So now you understand why they don't want you to know about those things. Stay away from it. And once said, brothers, you absorb the knowledge of all the internet. Everybody that ever lived, that ever used the internet, you know everything in there. You can practically know everything, both the light side of the internet and the dark side of the internet, the dark web and everything. We know everything. Everything you need to know, you can access it and just in your mind because it's in you. Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. A seal. I keep saying symbol. A pentacle. A seal. Ah, yeah. Brother B. Judah is live. The Pope. The Pope is talking about forgiveness and asking for prayer. To hell with this Pope. But we look, listen, the Pope is already condemned. We already pray against the Pope. He's done. I don't know what those people are doing. But let us finish this because we are probably, yes, we are in the last page right there. All right. We are, yes, we are on the last page, page 11, page 10. We will stop there. Okay. Then, after Moses done and drank that, then he returned the book to the golden box of ebony and ivory, and then the sycamore box, and then the bronze box, and then the iron box, just as it was in the beginning. Then he returned them all, the guardianship of the deathless snake, with the admonition to watch over it at the end of time. The book is still there. The book is still there, okay? Moses returned when he done what he has to do. He soak it, he drink it, he got the knowledge, he put the book back and the golden box, close it, put the golden box and the silver box, close it, take the silver box, put it in the ebony and ivory box, close it, and then put it in the iron box and the bronze box, close it, put the bronze box and the iron box, close it, and then he give it to the guardian and the giant snake wrap around it and then keep guard over it all the creepy snake and scorpion, all the other animals crawl up all on it and guard this thing. And Moses levitated, and the water swirl up and covering the water and covering the snake inside of that great temple. And Moses is gone. Having found a way, which is the truth, he returned to Midian to tell Jethro of his newfound power. Shortly thereafter, Moses was on the mountain with his flock. He was gazing at the pale blue sky with a far off looking in his eye. He was thinking that the curious way of life. For a moment, he brought his glance back to earth that he might find his way around the boulder lay in his path. All praises to the Most High, brothers and sisters. We will stop here today. Whenever we can, we have time, we will go to the next one. All praises to the Most High. Give the Most High praises and glory. Give the Most High praises and glory, beloved. Give the Most High great praise, great glory. And I will let you folks go so you can go spend some time with the beloved brother, Big Judah. We had quite some fun here. We learned together. We learned a lot. Okay. To the beloved brothers, did this knowledge scare you? Did you feel threatened? Did you feel threatened, brothers? Did you feel scared? Did you feel uncomfortable? Did you feel molested? Did you feel harassed? Did you feel something that, wait a minute, this is sound evil? Did you feel some kind of way? That is the thing, brother. Your soul welcome it because the Most High wants you to know about it. Please put a link to the beloved brother Big Judah live in there so you folks can go. You may go there anytime you please. But brothers, we felt great joy. We laughed together. We learn. It refreshes something we learn new, something we already knew. We study, brothers. Doesn't mean that everything that we study is the truth. You got a little knowledge, brothers. That's all that is, beloved. You may not agree with this, of course, a lot of you will not, but don't speak against it. I don't agree. I don't you may not understand it, brothers, or pray about it. Asking. The angels are here, beloved. Pray for discernment, brothers. Don't just say, the Deuteronomy said we should not follow the way of the Gentiles. The Gentiles have no way. The only way you follow the Gentiles is the way of ignorance. That's the only way they have. They have no way of knowledge. We have the knowledge. That is why we are being destroyed. We did get destroyed for a lack of knowledge because we were following ignorance. Once you start getting knowledge, you are in no way following the way of the Gentiles and after their God. The way of the Gentiles is not magic. The way of the Gentiles is not studying and practicing things. The way of the Gentile is straight up darkness and ignorance. Party, drink, and be dumb. Be the dumbest Negro out there. Be the dumbest black woman out there. Be dumb. To work and do all sort of nonsense. Never study anything. And if I catch you, Negro, studying, if I catch you wearing a glasses, I will call you a nerd, which is very bad. When you look at the definition of a nerd or a geek, you're like, oh hell yeah, I want to be a nerd. I want to be a geek. Culture vulture, culture thieves. Everything that you have, they stole it, and they tell you, don't follow the way of the Gentiles. You already not following their way. You're not in ignorance, therefore you're not following their way. Anything out there, brothers and sisters, they are yours. Do not be afraid. Only guy you need to be afraid is the mighty, the great power. Besides that, dive in everything. Look, ask, question, know, practice. The hell is this? What is that? Beloved, I will leave you with peace. We had a great time. Thank you again. We sanctify the fast. Day 9 down tomorrow. Day 10, sun up, sun down. Let's give this Pope hell. Tomorrow, straight up, somebody remind me. Always forget. Tomorrow, straight up. We're going to tell that. We already beat that dead horse. But anyway, we'll go after the Pope, and then next Saturday, brother, somebody remind me so we can go in the book of angels and talking about which guardian angel that is for everyone. Okay, what you're supposed to wear on certain day and days that are for you, and the days you have to be extremely careful. All right, shalom, fast, pray, repeat, may the King reign forever.